Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be going back to the Grace of Darkness and trying to do another all mission clear for those of you that don't have like Melissa or Ibara. So we're going to go with still a dark team, but we're going to use 2B as our damage dealer. Golbez for breaking in peril and a little bit of meteor support, Vlad just for the field stuff, Dark Fina for the dark imbues and all that, and then Abigail as our tanker. So let's get in here and give it a go, and we'll see if we can knock it out in, 20 turns or less for all the missions. And I'm pretty sure we can with this party. Okay, so to start off, we're going to have Vlad go ahead and do his shifted LB for the field. We will have Golbez triple. We'll go ahead and do Curse for the AoE break. We'll do his Jet Black Curse for the bigger Imperil, and then Twin Moon to unlock Quadcast. Abigail on turn 1 can go ahead and cover. We'll do a bigger defense break, and we will use Biothermal Generator for the break immunity. Dark Fina can do Dark Imbue, Human Killer, and then a resist buff. And then we can do the shifted LBs of the 2B, which is an AoE chain. So we're going to be getting broken on turn 1, but we're immune because of Abigail. Some AoE magic, recovering it, and then an AoE death, but the whole party is wearing death immunity. Okay. Alright, this turn, sometimes the enemies use a powerful fixed attack, so we're going to use Abigail to Omni cover on turn 2. So we're going to go ahead and Omni cover. They also every now and then use status effects, so we're going to Veil to immune those. And then we will do anti-magic for a bigger magic break. Fina will go ahead and put up the Assurer field. Let's have Vlad AoE chain with the Vision card. Golbez can quad AoE chain with Ruler of the Night. And we'll go to the base form with the 2Bs, and we will use their R40 blade to refill their LB. Now that is a single target chain though. Okay, so they're both basically the same health, but we're going to go ahead and target Saul just in case one of them wasn't going to die. Next turn. This turn, obviously they're not going to die. We're doing just, weak attacks. But next turn, we're going to do a lot more damage. Okay, so some attacks here. We are Omni covering. There's also going to be a mana drain, but hopefully Abigail counters up a little bit of mana. Alright, yeah, a few counters. Okay, actually we're back at max mana. Perfect. Okay, so every now and then they also buff. One of them will get buffs. Looks like Saul got the buffs. So we're going to use Abigail to Perfect Dispel those buffs away. So let's go ahead and Perfect Dispel the buffs. And other than that, we can just like Contingency, and it doesn't really matter, honestly. I guess we can Shelga. Who cares? We'll go ahead and SLB Dark Fina for the buffs, and we can go back to the shift form with 2B for the AoE chaining. And before we do that, we can use Vlad's LB again just to refresh the field, and go ahead and chain this up. We actually don't need to use Meteor, I don't think, so we can save Golbez's mana. Yep, perfect. Oh, nope, we didn't quite get it. That's okay. We'll just guard Golbez. No big deal. Yep, sometimes with variants, that can happen. If I had used Meteor, it would have killed it, but really? Whatever. Who cares? Okay, so we'll just go ahead and do the base form with 2B and A2 and chain this up again. So we'll just chain this up. So the first fight took 4 turns. Which is not a big deal. Golbez can go ahead and just quad his... Whoops, not that one. We can just quad Ruler of the Night again, and we'll use Vlad to Whipped Cream Garden. And this should be the end of it. We'll go ahead and just chain this up. Yep, there it is. End of the Dark Elf. Kind of overkilled. So 4 turns of our 20 taken on turn 1. Or, I'm sorry, fight 1. Now we have Behemoth. Now, the first turn, he doesn't have any mitigation, so we're going to do a little bit of damage on turn 1. Vlad can't really do anything. Golbez will do, again, Curse, Jet Black Curse, and Twin Moon. I guess Vlad on this turn can just go ahead and 1,000 Needles for Mirage. Fina will go ahead and imbue the party, and then a resist buff, and then kind of whatever. Let's see. Abigail is going to do... Whoops. We'll do cover. We'll do physical mitigation, and we will... let's do a bigger attack and magic break on the boss. And now we're going to use the base form LB of the 2Bs this turn. Okay. A little bit of damage here. Now, hopefully we don't go below 50. That's actually a good thing, because below 50, the boss does more attacks per turn. And now we've got like 4 turns, so we can really hurt the boss. So it's less of a headache if you don't go below 50. Okay, we'll just go ahead and have Vlad 1,000 Needles again, just for something to do. Golbez can just kind of guard. 2B can refill her LB gauge. 2B can refill her LB gauge. The boss has Mighty Guard, so there's really not much point in trying to do a lot of damage here. We'll refresh the Assure Field for something to do, and then Abigail can do... I guess we can do a Shelga. We can do a bigger Magic Break, and... Actually, you know what we can do? Is we can do the SLB this turn for even more mitigation. Now, we are going to get Dispelled pretty soon, but it's kind of got to kind of deal with it. The boss is going to dispel himself as well this turn. So we're miraging the AoE stuff. Some fixed attacks, no big deal. There's the boss's dispels. You got to break the boss again. Oh my god, I forgot about status immunity. Well, that's okay. We'll just paralyze cure with Golbez this turn. Alright, let's go ahead and do the shifted LB. Yeah, I forgot about status immunity. I should have buffed Veil. So we'll do shifted LB with the 2Bs. The boss did cure his breaks and all, so let's go ahead and break, and let's contingency plan. Let's have Vlad Dark Imperil the boss. Now we're getting dispelled on our team this turn, so we're not really going to waste a whole lot of effort with the rest of the party. And again, we can't really hurt the boss while Mighty Guard is up. I'm not sure why I'm worried about Imperils and all, because with Mighty Guard up, you're just not doing anything. Okay, there's the dispel on our party. So we need all our buffs again. So let's have Dark Fina use her SLB this turn. Let's have the 2Bs go back to the base form, and we will... R40. Vlad can just Needles again to the base form with you, and we will R40. Go ahead and chain that up. We did get Dispelled, so let's go ahead and Omni cover this turn. Let's Protect and Shelga. And Golbez, really can just guard. Golbez is really only here for the final fight, to be honest with you. And honestly, he's probably not even that big of a deal. I probably could have gotten rid of Golbez, but whatever. He's cheap. Okay, so the boss did cure all of his debuffs this turn, but we also no longer have... I'm sorry, the boss no longer has Mighty Guard. So we're going to shift here and put up the shifted LB of Vlad first. Golbez can triple. We'll go ahead and... Whoops. Triple. We will curse... Again, Jet Black Curse and Twin Meteor. Abigail can do both the breaks and I guess the coverage just in case we don't kill the boss, but we should. We'll go ahead and imbue the party with Fina. And now we're going to do the base form LB of the 2Bs. And this should be... hold on, I used Twin Meteor by accident. Twin Meteor was the wrong skill on Golbez. I didn't mean to do that. Wait for that to finish. Anyway. Let's go ahead and do some damage here, and this should kill the boss, and if it doesn't, we'll kill it next turn, but it did. Okay, 5 turns, so 4 turns, then 5 turns. We have 11 turns to go for the final mission. This one's going to be a little bit harder because the boss is bulky, but it's going to be okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is Golbez. Can you guess what we're doing yet? That's right, we're going to Curse, Jet Black, and Twin Moon. Vlad will just refresh his LB, because why not? Abigail on this turn is going to do... Let me think. Let's do both the breaks and a magical cover. Yeah, I like that. Okay, Fina can imbue the party, resist buff, and then whatever. And we'll do the shifted LB of the 2Bs. So shifted LB. Shifted LB. Go ahead and deal some damage here. Now, Behemoth does deal a decent chunk of physical damage, which is going to be a little harder to deal with. Oh, wow. It's really painful. But then again, we didn't do Protect yet, so we'll do that in a second. Okay. Actually, before we do that, we're going to do the SLB of Abigail instead. We're also going to SLB with Dark Fina. Let's have Golbez. We're going to focus on this turn. So we're going to Magic Boost. Next turn, we're going to do a lot of damage with Golbez. So we'll go ahead and triple Bolting Strike. Triple Bolting Strike. And Vlad, just so we take less damage on our tank, we'll go ahead and use Thousand Needles. He's not really here for his personal damage. Okay. And then next turn, we can do a lot of LBs, Meteor, all that good stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, so much less damage after we did the SLB. Okay. So we are getting Dispelled this coming turn. So let's go ahead and get as much damage as we can in the meantime. Let's Meteor. Let's do the base form LB of you, the base form LB of you. Vlad can just refresh his LB. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do Meteor. Wait, Chain. Hopefully I timed it properly. I think I did. It looks like I did. Okay, decent. Anyway, Abigail will now do Protectka. What else do we want to do? Honestly, we're getting Dispel this turn anyway, so we'll just anti-physical and magic to refresh those. And like I said, we're getting Dispelled again, so we'll just refresh the field. Okay. And some attacks. And there's the Dispel. Hopefully we counter a lot with Abigail so we can get some Meteor going with Golbez. We did. Alright, let's go ahead and Magic Boost with Golbez. Let's have Abigail. We did get Dispelled, so we're going to cover. We're going to Shelga. And I think we're going to... Nah, let's just Protect her. Let's get all the buffs back up. Vlad on this turn, hold on. Fina is going to re-imbue and then just resist buff. These girls will refill their LB gauge. Vlad, what are you doing? I guess you can Needle so we take less damage on our tank. Now we are going to get Dispelled again next turn, which is super irritating, but it's alright. Now hopefully we counter a lot with Abigail so we can get more MP on Golbez. Alright, I kind of don't want to do the SLB of Dark Fina this turn, so we're going to just, I actually forgot, which LB did I do last turn? No, I think it's actually time to do the Shifted LB now. So we're going to do the Shifted LB. And we're going to Meteor you. You're almost at max mana. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to waste the SLB on this turn. So let's do Meteor, wait, Chain. Hopefully I capped it properly. I think I did. Yeah, it seems like oh, I missed some Meteor hits. Damn it. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, I guess we can just SLB you. Whatever. Yes, we're getting Dispelled. I know that, but there's really not a whole lot else to do. Just Needles you. Alright, so here comes some Dispels. There's the Dispel. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how many turns we have left on the Dark Imperil. Let's actually find out. Dark Imperil, 2 more turns. So it'll still be there next turn. So we're going to just go ahead and... Whoops, not that. We will just Magic Boost for a burst next turn. So let's go to the base form. R40 a few times. Alright, let's have Abigail. How are the breaks in the boss looking? Oh, we got a while. We're good. Alright, let's... break. No. Let's Omni cover. Omni cover, break. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, you will re-imbue and then just resist again. These dispels are super obnoxious. Like, really. We can do this. And we'll go ahead and refill our LB gauge. And the next turn, we'll do a lot of damage. Potentially even killing the boss. Now, once again, hopefully Abigail counters a lot so that we can get some mana regen on Golbez. There we go. Back to full mana on Golbez, or close enough at least. So we're going to go ahead and Meteor. Let's see. Now we're going to SLB you. You have a turn left, so we'll do you. And this might be the end of the boss. So Meteor. Wait. Hopefully I chained it properly this time. I think I did. Oh, not quite. So we do need to cover again, and we need the mitigations. And you can just needles. Okay, so we'll kill on turn 9, I guess. Or if we counter a whole lot this turn, I could potentially just refill LB gauge with Bar Faraja and get a kill right now. Depending on how many times I counter. If I counter a whole lot, then I can. I'm not really a counter build. No, that wasn't enough. Oh well. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and Jet Black Curse to get you ready. You can refresh your field. Yes, we're going to kill on turn 9. So this is actually not a super quick clear, but, we got it done. Well, that was the wrong skill, but that's okay. Really? Nothing specifically to do. I guess we can contingency. Break and cover? I don't know. Yeah, next turn will be a super easy clear. Okay. So turn 9. So we did it in 18 turns. Definitely not the quickest. I probably could have... Honestly speaking, I think Vlad and Golbez were kind of a bad choice here. I probably should have brought some like killer buffers or something, or maybe another DPS. But we'll see what happens at the end. Alright, so we can go ahead and Meteor. Let's use your LB. We will use your LB, and we'll use your LB. And that should be good enough. So this, and chain this up. And there it is. So I'll show you the gear real quick. So Abigail just has some resistances, status immunity, passive provoke, evasion, kind of like a generic everything build. There it is. There's her setup. Dark Fina is kind of whatever. I gave her evasion, death immunity, some Esperfill. I could have support chained. I never did. Whatever. Vlad, just some LB fill. Other than that, whatever. Needles. He's literally here just for the field, and that's kind of it. Golbez is Katana build, and then other than that, death immunity, focus, and he's got 275 dragon, no beast, and 250. Although he didn't really DPS on human either. 2B in both forms are pretty much identical. Max to all the killers, max LB damage. The base form is not death immune, but the shift form is. We stay in the shift form for the second fight. And then the friend is geared pretty much identical, a little bit better actually, because they have Ibara's card, and there's the setup, and then again death immunity in the shift form. And there it is. There was the all mission clear. So 4, 5, and 9 turns. So an 18 turn out of 20. Definitely not the quickest. But it got it done. I really could do better if I had gotten rid of Golbez and Vlad. Yeah, Golbez didn't. He only dealt damage in the third fight though, so we can't really compare that. He only damaged on Behemoth. Vlad was for the field. We didn't have a beast or a dragon killer buff. We did have human from Fina. We actually didn't need a beast killer. We killed Behemoth as quick as possible, other than a turn 1 kill, which this team can't do. But who would have been a good dragon killer buffer? Let me think. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But there's the clear. There's the clear. Still got all missions with without using the new dark primary units. Okay. Hope that was helpful. See you in a bit.